Welcome to this free webinar, Bioinformatics for Genomic Medicine, which is an opportunity to learn about the future of medicine and see how big data, computational biology, data analysis, curation, and interpretation are all key to improved healthcare and a solution for the growing needs of patients and healthcare systems around the world. Today, we will focus exclusively on the opportunities in computational biology and clinical research being launched in Africa to support a growing need for biomedical researchers, university students, and industry professionals. One such initiative is our upcoming online training program on bioinformatics for genomic medicine, where you can learn about the role of data and data analysis in both basic and translational biomedical research. We will do so by using examples from chronic and acute infectious diseases, and we will see the increasing significance of novel high-throughput data technologies like next-generation sequencing, or NGS, and the applications of omics data analysis to diagnostics and treatment selection. For those of you that are joining us for the first time, my name is Ilya Brodsky. I am the co-founder and CEO of Pine Biotech. Our company vision is to enhance human health and well-being by enabling biological research and discovery with relevant data, solutions, and technical support. Our mission is to simplify bioinformatics and advance research through our modular and intuitive multi-omics analysis platform that is powered by both human experience and artificial intelligence. We offer training, research support, and big data analytic tools designed for biomedical discovery. Our mission is to support cutting-edge innovation and solve big data challenges by developing innovative solutions that are easy to use and to provide training to use them effectively and arrive at sound and reproducible results. I'm honored to have been working at Pine Biotech with many others that I briefly want to mention. These include Pine Biotech co-founders, Dr. Alfred Tauber and Dr. Leonid Brodsky. Both come with years of experience in oncology, immunology, virology, as well as bioinformatics and biostatistics. But what we'll discuss today is also a result of hard work by a growing team. Julia Panov, who is an expert bioinformatician and has helped prepare many of the materials that we will use. Avi Titievsky, who is a computer scientist and leads the development of the T-Bioinfo platform. Mohit Mazumdar, who is in charge of business development for Pine Biotech. Joshua McKendall, who maintains the educational web portal that we will leverage. And Bipsa Biswas, our online community manager and support specialist, who I'm sure many of you had the chance to interact with already. Today, together, we would like to introduce you to this online training that our team will be launching in September in collaboration with MedLabConvo and graduates of our online international programs that care deeply about the need for quality data analytics and bioinformatics education across Africa. Together with our partners, we designed this program specifically for biologists, clinicians, and researchers, or even students that are just starting to learn about and are interested in advancing their understanding of big data in life sciences. This introductory program will not require many of the typical prerequisites for computational biology training. There's no need in having coding background or experience with bioinformatics or biostatistics. In fact, anyone with a basic familiarity with cell and molecular biology terminology and an interest in the future of genomic medicine will be able to learn about and apply big data analytics tools to relevant data sets as a result of this short, focused, and yet effective program. So what we'll do in this program is we will combine online sessions, self-guided study materials, and practical assignments for an immersive experience that has proven to be effective in our past well-known and respected OmicsLogic programs. Moreover, the support and coordination team will include some of the brightest and, in fact, most energetic partners that I have had a chance to work with. Emmanuel Anya Awa, team lead at MedLabConvo Nigeria, Adeluwoye, faculty at Lead City University, and our own Mohit Mazumdar. So briefly, before they have a chance to share their vision about this program, I also wanted to talk about the future of medicine and why this gap in data analytics is so critical for all of us. What is the future of medicine? With increasing availability of data, expansion and standardization of high throughput sequencing, medicine of the future is both more personalized and precise, and it is driven by data, deep expertise, and integrated analytics. Let's take a look at some of these trends that are leading to a disruption across all aspects of the traditional healthcare ecosystem. With increased reliance on data and lower costs of generating very detailed and large data sets at each patient interaction, we are faced with an explosion in data availability. However, a growing informational lag complicates the translation of data to practical and impactful insights at the point of care. This is what we call the analysis gap, the difference between our ability to generate new data and our ability to analyze and interpret it for the benefit of an individual patient. As a result, there is a disconnect, a gap between labs, researchers, and clinicians that form the healthcare ecosystem, that deal with increasing data demands and a changing, unpredictable landscape. We can clearly see this gap in this current pandemic that is keeping us all at home, affecting every continent, and keeping clinicians, epidemiologists, pharmaceutical companies, and whole governments puzzled. The rate, quality, and scale of generated data in this pandemic has been unprecedented. Billions of dollars have been spent to characterize the virus and develop vaccines, drugs, and better diagnostic tests. But nevertheless, over 20 million people have been infected with thousands of lethal outcomes and no clarity about the future. This pandemic and many others, more subtle trends in chronic disease management, rising costs of drug development, and increased fear of communicable disease spread in a changing climate are exposing the weakness of biomedical ecosystems that have traditionally been driven by research, including basic, clinical, and biotechnological innovation. To close this gap, we have to focus on the center and the future of medicine, which is people. So what we do to contribute to closing the gap is offering training support and effective tools that help us manage, process, analyze, and integrate data so that we can make a lasting impact and change the future of medicine. Before I continue, I am just going to point out, Mohit and Deepsa, if you could please take a look at the chat. Someone is mentioning that the meeting is not live on YouTube. Could you make sure that it is and that we have the link here?
Yes, it was not. For me, it was not.
And can you also monitor people? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so please let us know if it is being live on YouTube. Okay, so let's continue and we'll solve these technical challenges later on. Please go ahead and post your comments again on the chat. We will have time to pause and address all of the questions. Let me quickly check the... Okay, so seems like it should be streaming. So again, what we do as a company is we help closing this gap by focusing on what we think is the center and the future of medicine, which is people. And we offer training, support, and effective tools to manage, process, analyze, and integrate data so that we can make a lasting impact and change the future of medicine. So the program that we are introducing today, and we are sharing with you all the details of this link, is built to provide students of all backgrounds with a clear perspective on big data analytics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence in application to omics data and research, clinical, and industry applications. So our OmicsLogic step-by-step process is enabled by access to complex tools via a simple and intuitive interface, at the same time exposing participants to analysis logic in the context of real data sets and extrapolation of this logic to a variety of projects and data sets with assistance from mentors and technical support. The program is designed to highlight the role of big omics data, and this data is shaping modern biomedical innovation where molecular data is used for precision diagnostics, big data integration, and machine learning, which are transforming personalization of treatment selection and novel innovative algorithms that allow for unprecedented capabilities with drug discovery, design, and repurposing. The various types of omics data, however, that describe intracellular and intercellular processes associated with common diseases have to be studied to understand the role of pathogens and microorganisms in our bodies and the environments that we live in to understand the risks they pose to acute infectious diseases and chronic risks that destabilize the immune system and lead to cancer-associated factors. To study this data, each type has to follow through a series of steps combined into bioinformatics pipelines that have to be applied with understanding. As a result, we can see the impact on risk stratification for patients, the selection of treatment, the design of targeted therapies that are poised to make a huge difference in how complex diseases can be treated with minimal side effects and maximum efficacy. So what we'll do in this program is we'll use case studies and examples that will help us understand how these diseases spread and how the research driven by these different omics data types can help discover vaccines based on the mechanism of action and eventually resulting in effective measures to control the spread of these diseases and even prevent them in the future, understanding disease progression. We'll also look at the example of COVID-19 and think about the origins and pathogenesis of this novel coronavirus and how it has changed the way that we will do biomedical research in the future. We'll talk about different types of accurate detection mechanisms to characterize chronic infections like Epstein-Barr virus, human papillomavirus, and hepatitis C or B, which cause over 1 million of new cancer cases every year. And we'll discuss some other applications that are already yielding significant results for both pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies around the world. All of these industries are facing a shortage of equipped participants that are eager and ready to apply bioinformatics tools and logic to large data sets that these companies have accumulated. So in this program, what you'll be able to do after completing this training is to identify novel questions that could be answered with data, read literature and understand the terminology in biomedical research, design analytical models and approaches by piecing together the different tools to form pipelines, gather raw and processed data to be able to test the variables of your hypothesis, apply the analytical tools to analyze the data, and think about how the results of such analysis can impact medicine and the future of biomedical discovery. So now I will transfer this over to Mohit to speak a little bit about the curriculum of this upcoming program.
Thank you, Ilya. So, yeah, let me share my screen first. Okay, hello everyone. Hope you all are enjoying the session. So I am here today to talk more about the details of the program. So feel free to ask your questions in the chat. So as you saw, the OmicsLogic programs are designed to help beginners transition into advanced analysis of NGS data through innovative project-based training. So we managed to do this by utilizing cloud tools, analysis of publicly deposited omics databases and application of learning into real data science projects. So this program will include exclusive mentor-mentee guidance to help students with online courses and the resources that I'll be showing you next. And also, the outcome of the larger program is to transition in is this knowledge into research projects and understanding of the diseases. So let's just look at the schedule. So this is a 1-week program. It's a short program where we will have a hybrid mode of training, which means that we will have online sessions, and then there will be a lot of online materials that you will have to that you can look into and learn more from. So these online materials will be available through different web portals that I'll be showing you next. So this program will be held online, and in the first week of 14th September, we will be meeting thrice in that week, approximately for 90 minutes online workshop. So in this special 1-week program, which is designed for participants from Africa, we will also learn to apply these analytical methods to publicly available SARS-CoV-2 genomic data. We'll be learning about the virus emergence, spread, and disease pathology. As a result, you will have a chance to learn about developing your own analysis methodology and research questions related to the pandemic. So in the first session, we will learn about big data in life sciences, in biology, and understand the properties of such data sets. So these data sets are like really big in size. So we will be learning about how these data sets are generated and what they are comprising of. We will learn to ask questions such as what is this data-driven research is all about, how people are now doing data-driven research and publishing high-quality research and contributing directly to the industrial or industrial techniques and industrial interventions. So how data is helping us answer this question. So the first session will be about introducing you to the resources and the programs that we have, the resources involved with this program, and also our servers. So we will be talking about how to do the analysis, how we are going to do the hands-on analysis. And in each of these sessions, these will be interactive sessions. So we will have a Q&A session, which we will be doing in this session as well. So on Tuesday, in our second session, we will learn about viral genomics and how to obtain, NGS data and apply bioinformatics analysis tools to help identify specific viral strains, understand multiple sequence alignment, phylogenetic analysis, and apply these techniques to the data sets that are available through public repositories. So this will be another hands-on session that will happen on Tuesday, the second day. And on our third session, which is on 18th September, we'll be talking about novel coronavirus. So we'll be talking about the genes, the proteins, the virology of the disease, how the data and the various analytical tools can help in detection of these viral genomes, comparison, distinction between viral strains, identifying the impact of the mutation. So currently, recently, today I heard a news about a viral strain that has this mutation at a position which is making that viral strain very infectious and difficult to control. So we will be learning more about the virus, and we will be learning through the genomic analysis. So it will be really an thrilling journey in this entire week, where we will learn several bioinformatics techniques, and we will also learn how to apply those techniques into some real problems. So as I was talking to you about the platforms, so we have an educational platform which we have already which we have already emailed you a lot about this educational platform of ours, where we have these asynchronous courses and our classroom. So let me just take you to the process of registering yourself to the platform and how you're going to utilize the resources to the most. So let's just do that right now. Let's just go there and check it out ourselves. So this is the educational platform, edu.t-bio.info. So let me just paste that to the chat so that you can all access and go to the site. So this is the portal. So if you are here, you will see there is a home button, and there are like courses, specializations, events, projects, about us, frequently asked questions, blog, etc. So here on the top, you would see that there is a profile. So when I click on the courses, it will take me to the courses that are available in the platform. So you can check out these links, and registration to the platform is free. So anyone can register and start with the free courses. So I'll just go back to the first page and show you the profile part. So once you are here, you have to create a profile. So I'll just log out and show you how you can do this like real quick and very easily. So here you can see that there is option to register or log in. So if I click on register, I'll see that I have several options. I can log in with Facebook, I can log in with Google, I can log in with Twitter or LinkedIn, or I can log in with my own email address. So it's sort of like any other website where you register. So I think you'll be able to register here. And once you register, so you will have a login and a password, of course. So it may be your email address. Like I have my email address as my login ID, and I have a password. So I'll just check in that I'm not a robot. And I'll remember this is my personal computer. So in this way, it helps. So I'll just log in. So once you log in, now to join the program, I mean, how do we do that? So this 1 week program is available right here. So this is also this part of this page. This is an organization page. So let me share this link as well. Okay. So in the home page, when I scroll down slowly, you will see that different courses that explains the hands-on experience and testimonials and etc. When you go down, you will see that like there are several links. So in here, you can see Bioinformatics, Genomics, Africa. So you can directly click to this link to go to the page, or this list of organizations. So this list of organizations are like different programs that we are conducting with universities and online, like this one. So in here, if you go, you will find this organization page, and with the link that I've already shared with you. So in this organization, once you become a part of this program, you will have access to this organization page. But how do you go to, how do you become a part of this program? So register on this membership button, click on this register for membership button. So now you can see that the payment page. Okay, so here you can apply the discount code, the 30% discount code here, and then you can fill up your details. And if you have problem paying via credit card or even by PayPal, there is an alternative method that we will be sharing you in this webinar. I think during the time when we introduce our other collaborators, we will be discussing about the other payment methods for those who are having trouble paying through this portal. So I heard that many of you have having some problems with payments. So this is a low-cost program just designed for African participants. A similar program in the US have a different pricing. So this is just for African participants, and we are really happy to do this and start this research journey together. And together, I think we will be able to learn so much and contribute to this ongoing research. So if you have any questions till now, please go ahead and ask me. So about the profile, I'll go next about the profile, but this is how you can register for the payment. And for the alternative payment, we will just talk about it after a while. So next, I was talking about the, we have been doing these OmicsLogic programs for a while, and we had a very successful set of programs in summer. So one of our program participants, as you saw here, Ibot. So he's a clinician, a clinical laboratory practitioner and a scientist, biomedical scientist. So if you see that this is a academic profile. So every user, I mean, once you register on the platform, you will have an academic profile like this, where you have to fill up your information so that our bioinformatics community, which is over 10,000 people, can see your profile and communicate with you based on your expertise, all the things that you have learned, and collaborate and work together. Maybe there are several benefits of this community, so we will be talking more about it during the program. But in the organization, once you have access to the program, you will have access to courses. You will have access to our analytical T-Bioinfo server. So we will be emailing you all the details once your payment is complete, once your registration is complete. So in here, you will see that within one organization, which we call it as a classroom, because it's a classroom with number of students, number of participants. So we will have, you can see the number of students here in the members tab. So once you have the access, you will be able to access the forum. So the forum is a place where we communicate with all the participants, where we communicate with each other about the scientific progress that we are making, about the learning that we are making, and also about the problems that we are facing. So as I was telling you that this program will have mentor-mentee relationship. So we will have a group of mentors who will be helping you understand all of these platforms, all of the components within these platforms. So in the course tab, you will see that you will have 3 courses to start with. These are introductory courses. So if you have any trouble while going through any of these, it will be supported by our support team and the group of mentors. So this is an asynchronous course which is available with this program. So these are 3 courses that you can take and learn about the basics before even starting the program. So you will be better prepared, before the program while going through these 3 resources. And then we will be talking about projects. Once we understand the basics, then we will talk about the analytical advanced courses, which are the projects. And in this program, I mean, one of the best part of this blended kind of experience of learning is that we will be able to learn from each other by seeing our progress. So we'll be able to see that what we are doing. If I'm running a pipeline, an analytical workflow on the platform, then I'll be able to see that in the progress tab. as a mentor, as a faculty, I'll be able to see your progress, and I'll be able to comment on your progress, whether you are, maybe some analysis that you are having problem with. So I'll be able to see that here, and you will be also able to see your progress. So once we have the program running, we will have points here. So every user, as you saw in my profile, that I have scored 41,940 points. So how do I score these points? I have scored these points by completing courses, by running pipelines, and we have a leaderboard. So we have a place where we can see the points of all the people who are in this program and who are like doing well with us in while doing their own research, their own projects, or learning new courses and new materials. So this is something about the profile and the details about the about the content of the program. So also in here, I mean, you will also be able to see several things which I'm not discussing, but one of the things is the syllabus. Sorry about that. So as you see, we have planned for 3 sessions, and there are here you will see the syllabus that I've already showed you, and the associated course that you are recommended to take along with the online session. So that's why it's a blended training. Now going back to the presentation. So we learned about the profiles, and then as I was telling you, while having while you being a part of this program, you will have a profile and you will start earning points while you go through this entire exercise. And once you expertise are growing with learning more of these techniques, doing more of the hands-on by running these easy to use and guided pipelines, your level of expertise will increase. And then we will be advancing towards learning more, uh, uh, important topics such as, Ebola mutations. So we have already a course which is converted into a project, which in which you will learn about the outbreak that had already happened and the data, the enormous amount of data that has been generated. Similarly, since the COVID-19 pandemic happened, we have been generating enormous amount of data. So we will learn about those as a part of the advanced courses. As I was telling you about the T-Bioinfo account, so the participants of the program will have a demo account of the T-Bioinfo server where they will be able to see the example pipelines and see the output of these pipelines and learn how these algorithms are logically placed and how they function, together and give us biologically important, outcomes. We learn about patterns. We learn about all the things that Ilya discussed before during his presentation about the application of data science and application of these sort of data analysis methodologies. And towards the end of this first program, we will be getting a certificate of excellence to those people who have finished and have scored a good amount of points and have done some of the things that we discussed today. So based on the progress, we will be giving certificate of excellence to those who have done really well, and then certificate of participation to those people who have who have been there and learned new things and have started their research journey. So as I was telling you, Emeka joined us in our previous program in our OmicsLogic Nigeria program, and he has submitted 2 research proposals, and now he is working with us as a research intern. And it has been a really great transition for Emeka, starting without any knowledge of bioinformatics and now being able to do so many things. So we have Tope Okitoki here, who is from Lagos, and he has been doing really well on the platform. I've done excellent number of courses and have finished. And so as you see that these number of points would definitely give you a certificate of excellence. So now I would like to call upon Adekunle. So Adekunle, are you here? Would you like to talk something about your experience with the Bioinfo platform and the educational programs that you've been part of, and being a trainer now?
Hello everyone, good evening.
Good evening. I will just stop my sharing.
Okay.
Thank you, Adekunle. Great to have you here.
So allow me to quickly share my screen. Hello, can you see my screen now?
Oh, yes, yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Oh, great. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure being here this evening. Quickly, I will be talking to lend my voice to this webinar on the bioinformatics for genomic medicine. And the brief presentation I'll be giving this evening, I titled it Bioinformatics and Big Data Science, New Challenges, New Opportunities. Yes, medicine and the field of diagnostic practice are both rapidly changing. I'm sure every one of us will agree. We now have considerable technological advances that is coupled with a rapid expanding knowledge, and that is allowing clinical laboratories to provide more information than ever before. That has ushered in what we call the omics science era. And in this era, following sequencing of the human genome, rapid advances in knowledge applicable to patients occur constantly. And as the molecular basis for constitutional and somatic diseases are elucidated, along with targets for more effective treatment, these are being made possible with these omics science technologies. The combination of new knowledge regarding the molecular basis of disease and the novel technologies, of course, facilitates further growth in this era. And the next important component that need equal, if not much more attention now, is key professionals that are able to respond adequately to these opportunities and challenges. Analytic approaches have advanced significantly in recent years. And so laboratories uses a variety of methods to detect mutations and other genomic abnormalities. So we have single sequencing, which I want to think a lot of us should have heard about. We have pyrosequencing, allele-specific amplification, multiplex methods, and you know, all of which have been utilized to characterize tumor mutations, and as well as the recent emerging infectious diseases. However, the development of NGS platforms, that is next generation sequencing, you know, that address the speed, cost, and throughput needs of the clinical laboratory settings, has actually paved the way for a new era in the genomics and you know, its application across various fields. So the immense amount of complex data, like you know, we've been told earlier on, that are generated by this next generation sequencing instrumentation has, however, meant a challenge to laboratories and healthcare institutions, requiring concomitant investment and advances in informatics and laboratory systems able to handle this data. This, I believe, is an area where, you know, some of us who are biomedical scientists needs to begin to pay attention, you know, into this, what we are talking here today. So, interpretation of the process data is also a challenge, requiring multiple steps and informatics tools used in tandem to generate, you know, final results from the new raw data. Collectively, these software tools are called bioinformatics pipelines and are critical part of, you know, sample analysis and generation of results. As we enter into the era of the omics science, in which incorporation of genomic information becomes a routine part of medical care, it is important to note that all medical professionals, especially biomedical scientists and physicians, will need a basic education in bioinformatics together in addition to the molecular basis of disease, diagnosis, treatment, and disease monitoring they already possess from school. And the present COVID-19 pandemic has actually further made this apparent. And it is interesting to know that medical schools are beginning to incorporate this foundation into their programs. And that is where the Pine Biotech with their OmicsLogic program for Africa comes in, with their vision of empowering practitioners and students, biomedical scientists and researchers with the requisite knowledge and skill sets in big data science and bioinformatics. And this is just to ensure that every of these professionals are able to adequately play in this omics era. And in fact, the reason for my own involvement with this project, this training, besides the need to fill the identified gaps, it's mainly because of their cloud-based tools. I'm talking about Pine Biotech, the cloud-based tools that is available for real-time, hands-on experiences. The importance of resources, needed for bioinformatics is, requiring a lot of, it's actually very expensive, okay? And personally assessing these computational resources, that is needed for the bioinformatics pipeline, can be a huge challenge, and very expensive thing that can discourage many from this part of the world. So, and this is where I find very, very interesting and helpful the Pine Biotech's cloud-based artificial intelligence guided saver for participants to utilize in their learning journey. Personally, as as a previous participant and alumnus of the Pine Biotech program, I can testify to hands-on experiences I had, going through the program, and so as a previous participant and alumnus of the program, I look forward to having many more professionals, university faculty, researchers, as well as students, as budding scientists and professionals in the making, to key into this opportunity that is available, by participating in the forthcoming workshops and many other training programs that is to follow. On that note, I would say, I look forward to actually welcoming us into the September, 1-week workshop. And personally, as part of the mentors that will be guiding some of the sections during the workshop, I look forward to helping those that are coming behind, so that we can have more hands and more expertise from Africa, Nigeria, and the entire Africa, utilizing data sets that we've been generating from years past in our various laboratories, to bring up additional insights that can help the populace, the medical practice. Thank you very much. I can take questions subsequently also. So Mohit?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Adekunle, for this introduction. And I would like to pass it on to Ilya now to talk more.
Okay, thank you, Mohit. And again, thank you everyone for joining today's session. I want to make sure that there are any questions that we can answer now. Vipsa, in the meantime, has shared a few links in the chat. You can take a look at those because we feel that it is important for us to address several needs in this program. The first need, as I started off with, is the gap in the skills of bioinformatics data analysis. That gap has to be closed, and it has to be closed for a variety of different people with different backgrounds in different areas of research. So to make this a level playing field, we're offering intuitive tools that offer big data capabilities specifically for new people in bioinformatics, and for those that want to apply big data analysis tools to some of these data sets that we will discuss. So one link that was pasted is the link, the link to the platform. This is a platform that you will be able to use during the course of this program and learn about processing transcriptomic, genomic data, doing different types of analysis, including genome-wide association studies and phylogenetic evolutionary analyses. So we will discuss some of these methods in the context of diseases like the Ebola virus outbreak in 2014-2016, the current COVID-19 outbreak. We'll also talk about some of the other more chronic conditions that could be impacted by this type of analysis. In the chat also, Bibsa shared a couple of blog posts that are different feedbacks that we've received from participants of our previous programs. And it's important to note here that as biologists, not everyone has the time to develop coding skills and set up infrastructure, being able to analyze big data. So a couple of these blogs will clarify for why this program is different from some of the other online courses, and we'll be able to show you how you can personally benefit from some of these tutorials. We also have here with us Emmanuel Anyawa from MedLabConvo. Emmanuel, would you like to share a few words about this program from your perspective?
Thank you very much, Elia. Thank you, everybody, for making it here. Thank you, Bibsa. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Adekunle. So just briefly, at MedLabConvo, we are concerned about building capacity among professionals and students. And so we came to notice a gap. And the gap we noticed is that for many of us, I'm an undergraduate, and for many of us undergraduates in Nigeria, we don't have access to such knowledge as this. And that's the reason for this collaboration. So we hope that by doing this, many of us are going to begin to understand more about bioinformatics, about how it's very important in medicine for us currently, and how we can apply it to research, to prognosis, to diagnosis, to treatment, and all of that. So I would like to encourage everybody to register for the September sessions if you haven't already registered. And it's very interactive. The platform is very interactive, and there are a lot of aids and materials to help you in your learning process. The mentors are available to guide you whenever you may have any issue or any challenge whatsoever. So please, guys, I would encourage everybody here to register, join us in September, and let's have a great time learning. And it doesn't stop there. After the September sessions, there will be other sessions. As long as you're on the platform and you remember, you would know about them. So you can boost your knowledge level. You can get to learn more and more, and it's going to come in handy. Trust me. Thank you very much, Elia.
All right, great. Thank you, Emmanuel. And the link to the pre-registration is now posted here on the chat. And you can scroll through and find here some of the topics that we will be covering and what the sessions will include, including the topics and schedule and what are the certification and outcomes are. So if you have any other questions, please let us know. We will also share the recording of this session with all of you. And the program itself is going to start September 14th, so we still have quite some time before it starts. In the meantime, there are some free resources that you can start learning from. And those free resources, including some introductory courses, if you are new to bioinformatics and especially big data bioinformatics, if you are new to some of the technologies, next generation sequencing technologies, you can start exploring the material. And here you will find that you can start the free coursework in advance. Those points are going to be counted towards your educational certificate for the program itself. And you'll also be able to learn about some of the other resources that we have. Yes, so to be a member here, you just have to do a free registration. And once you have registered for free, you'll have access to some of the free courses. There's Introduction to Bioinformatics, as well as Introduction to Genomics, Introduction to Epigenomics. So there's quite a number of free resources that you can start learning from. And as we transition into the paid courses, you'll be able to see how the sessions, the interactive sessions, access to some of these course materials in the context of the program, and importantly, the big data analytics tools that we will provide. You can see how they all fit together to really give you a more hands-on experience with bioinformatics. So again, if you have any further questions, please feel free to post them on chat or reach out to us at marketing@pine.bio. You can also contact MedLabConvo. Emmanuel, maybe you can post a way to contact you directly. And we have a number of social media groups that you're welcome to join as well to benefit from our community. It's a growing international community that we have both on LinkedIn. Maybe Bitsa, you can paste the links to our LinkedIn and our Facebook groups. There you'll be able to learn more about the different participants and members of our growing community and join that community as well. So another reason why we ask you to start taking these free courses and do the pre-registration is because we're looking forward to learning more about you. You'll see that here in the registration form, we are interested to learn about you, your background, which location you're at. We see this as a long-term project for us, and we would love to establish long-term relationships with those of you that are students and faculty at different academic centers. So as you fill out this information right here on this form, we'll be able to reach out to you personally because we have a lot of opportunities for you to get involved. We are definitely experienced with working with other academic institutions involving faculty and research labs in the work that we do, helping support different types of projects and coursework at the academic level. For Habiba, the courses on bioinformatics, if you're interested in environmental microbiology, we have a series of courses on metagenomics. This particular program will start off with analysis of viral infectious diseases. It will be focused on biomedical applications, so we'll discuss the role of microorganisms in different types of communicable diseases and the way that next-generation sequencing data could be used to study those. It will involve 16S ribosomal RNA sequencing. However, it's not going to be an application to environmental microbiology, but you will be able to learn about microbiology, sequencing analysis, and then also, if you're interested, proceed to learn about different types of opportunities by developing a project proposal, and that will be in future programs. Okay, and for those of you that have difficulty registering at the website, so all you need to do, first of all, is complete this form and you'll receive an email. After you have received this email, you will have instructions on how to go to the main portal. In this portal, you will see the upcoming programs right here. So under events, you'll see Bioinformatics, Genomics, Africa. Yeah, for this specific session, there is no certificate. It's just a free informational webinar. But for completing the program itself, you will get a certificate of completion. So once you have registered on the platform, you will see here register for membership, which you can click on. And the payment is available through a number of different options, Stripe, using different credit cards, and also you can use PayPal. So it is important to register first of all. And after you're able to complete your registration, you'll be able to proceed to the payment. Yes, and as mentioned by Emmanuel, you will get emails, so make sure that you add this email to your main folder for incoming mail, and don't go for, it will not go to spam. Okay, any other questions? Please reach out to us. You can see an example here how I've been able to log in. If you have any other challenges, we do have Adekunle and Emmanuel. So we have a pre-registration form, which is on this site. And you can, oh, sorry. So you can also post your, you can post your email here. We will record that as well, Jose Maria. So if you would like us to reach out to you by email and stay in touch with you, please reach out to us. Just put your email address and we'll reach out to you from here. Okay, there are no other questions. Thank you for joining again today. We will hold another one of these free webinars again in the future and talk about some of the more specific projects that we'll include in the program itself. We're looking forward to getting your registrations and reaching out to you with more information to properly make this content available to all of you. Okay. For those of you that are confused, all you need to do is fill out this form and we will be in touch with you. So just look out for those emails. Great. Thank you, everyone, and looking forward to being connected in the future.